I'm kidding you. We got sound. I was just winding you up. Jeffrey Perrin, Jeffrey Perrin, Jeffrey Perrin, Jeffrey Perrin. Thank you much. Thank you much, Jeffrey Perrin. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. I don't know what the hell went wrong again. The microphone's working. I had everything set up for about 4 weeks, and still nothing happening. But I'm going to bring up all the things I want to bring up right now. Got to rally. Yes, I bloody do. Going to bring up. Yes, I am going to bring up Canada. Got to bring this up right now. Just stay with me, guys. Give me 2 seconds to catch up because technical details, I did well. I reset the score, got everything back up, and I'm going to give the lineups and everything else. And apparently Wayne Gretzky's down there in Florida. Does he live there? I don't know. But he's down there. So thank you, Jeffrey Perrin. You're a Superman in my book, and I'm going to say that a few times. Jeffrey Perrin, Mr. Perrin, Jeffrey, you're a Superman. Thanks for telling me. I don't know what happened. And, hey, we're getting ready for it. So give me a couple of seconds. Like I say, I've got the lineups ready for you in a second. Now I'm going to bring up the game for me so I can see what's happening in the stadium. And thank you so much for sticking with me, guys. Apologies for the technical delay there. It does happen, and I don't know why it happened, but it does. So there we go. Waiting for the game to start. I've got it. There's a lovely night there. Beautiful night at Chase Stadium. And we've been delayed, obviously, for the kickoff. Venezuela versus Canada. Venezuela 50 in the world. Canada 28. We were 26. And remember, I'm looking at the guys getting ready. Tonight we're wearing white, and Venezuela are wearing their reddy maroon color, very striking. And the referees are in vulgar green. Yes, I'm joking, obviously, but they're in green. The referees are in green. So let's see what happens. It looks very nice inside that building. Lovely purple. Purple is a lovely color, isn't it? Purple. But yeah, them guys get ready to come out. Hopefully, we will have a great game. Stadium looks great. There's nobody there. Didn't expect anybody. The last time we played down there, it was empty. And Jeffrey Perrin, wherever you are, my friend, big thank you for being there. Mike is working great. Can't get enough of that. Starting lineup for Canada. We're going to go there right now. In net rotation again. Maxime Croupeau comes back for another 90 plus. I like Maxime. I know you do too. In defense, Richie Larea, Chippy Ricky on the scene again. Love Chippy Ricky. 71st tonight. Yes, Chippy has gone over 70 caps for Canada and done it quickly and has been a real servant. When you think about a defender, Chippy Ricky is on the bloody money, is what you need. Derek Cornelius, another great, in great form for the national team up there in Rangers as well. 12 matches, he's got a goal as well for Rangers and an assist. But for the national team, Derek Cornelius, for my money, has really come through strong over the last, I'd say 18 months. He's really showed something. But over the last, I'd say 10 months or so, he's really stumped his authority in that defense as if he's saying, I want a place at the World Cup. Alfie Jones, we've got a new guy. I'm going to be dropping you information about Alfie Jones as well pretty soon. We've got 5 minutes to kick off. Seeger as well. He's there too. Done well ever since the mix-up, the blunder in front of goal that cost us a match. He was great before that. He's been great ever since. Kone's back in for another bout of Kone's magic. Stevie Eustachio's back in as the captain again. Well done last match, Stephen. Let's have more of that. A guy I wanted to see in the pregame, Jaden Nelson. Love this guy. Can't get enough of him. I like the way he plays. He's a cheeky number. Yeah, he likes to get past you, but he's always looking to get the offense moving, and that's what I like about him. Tajon Buchanan, can't speak enough about Tajon. Absolute top man nowadays. Started as a Jaden Nelson in the national team, didn't he? He was one of those guys. But he grew up, and he filled up, and he became a real mountain of a player, yeah? Welcome in, everybody. Like, subscribe, get in the channel. Remember that. And then you got Jonathan David, no goals in 4 matches. Pick it up, Jonathan. Pick it up, son. Stop hiding. Get your face out there. Don't need to drop back in midfield to pick up balls. Stay up front. Stay central and make your little lateral runs like you do and get on the end of it. Be brave. Don't want to see Jonathan David hide tonight. And Tani Oluseyi, Tani's up front. Yeah, Tani's up front. I tell you what, I would have gone with someone like Schaffelberg to change it up. I would, because Tani's had a lot of opportunities and he still hasn't come through, has he? He still hasn't come through. But this team tells me we're going on the offense. We're going for the win. And I tell you what, I like what I see. I do. Big up to Dwayne St. Clair last match. He had a good game. Yeah. So our goalkeeping rotation, I wonder when we get to the World Cup, is Jesse going to keep rotating the keepers game to game? Makes me think he might do, and it's been used in the past. I remember in the past, big teams have had 2 decent keepers, and they kept them rotating. Why? To keep them happy. And also, the minute one of them blunders massively, you just take him out for a game and you change the rotation 1 match. And then after that game, he sits 2, he comes back in. It's a smart way that Jesse's rotating the goalkeepers. I really do appreciate that. I really do. I hope you do too. Jeffrey Perrin, you are my man. Absolutely fantastic, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Just a second. Got to move that out of there. You can't have that. Yeah, watch out. Cabby's here. Yeah, Cabby, come up here. Come here. Come on, Cabby, up you come. Or maybe he doesn't want to jump. Just a second. You have them, buddy. You have them. Okay. Jeffrey, you are the man. Thank you so much. I have to give the kiddie. He doesn't want to jump up right now. He's on the floor. But I have to thank you so much. I'm yapping. Don't realize that the mic isn't on. And everything was set for weeks. It's twice it's happened in a little while, so I don't know why, but I can spin it quickly. So thank you, Jeffrey, mate. Honestly, it was great that you told me that. Columbia 20 back in the house. Thank you very much, mate. Come back on in. What's your opinion on the new schedule for Major League Soccer? And do you think that the USL should do the same? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I bloody well do. I think it's a great idea. You put yourself full in unison with the rest of the world. I think it's so clever. And what it does for the American and the Canadian and perhaps any other fan around the world that gets into Major League Soccer, it gives us, I'm saying us because obviously I'm on this side of the planet, it gives us the chance to have some really nasty, snowy days and great time with nasty weather in the spring with rain and stuff, yeah, and later in the season with some snow perhaps. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. And it tests the players in all kinds of weathers, yeah? Venezuela's starting lineup, Contreras in net cover, Francesi, Quintero, Milani, Pereira, Caceres, all going to make some damage happen. I'll tell you what, the defense tonight for Venezuela will be very tricky to get around. I'm not kidding you. DJ Knox in the house. Thank you, DJ. How you doing, fella? Sound is good now. Thank you very much, brother. And MKNZ, see you at the World Cup. That's Scotland, yes. I tell you what. Don't you love McTominay? Eh? If you're a Scottish fan, don't you love McTominay? What a massive player. What a massive player. And I tell you, Scotland's got a great chance of doing something. Wales going into the playoffs. England goes into the World Cup as well. I tell you what, it's the turnaround from both Scotland and Wales in the playoffs. Well, not in the playoffs, sorry, in the World Cup group qualifying UEFA side. I think amazing turnarounds. And you got to say Scotland was decent all the way through that qualification group, 4-1-1. So big up to Scotland. Got to say, big up to Scotland. Big up. DJ Knox, I like this lineup. I do too. It bodes of I want to go forward is what it says. It says I want to go forward all the way. Now, Alfie Jones defensively, the team's got to get around him and welcome him into this match as well, yeah? First time he's coming in. Hull City player. Sorry, was Hull City. And he's now Middlesbrough. 12 matches this season so far, I think it is, and a goal. He's got a goal as well. So he's a defender, wing-back style that likes to come forward. Because let's face it, in the Championship, there's much more wing-back action than what we play at international level. So I've seen Alfie Jones play. I like what he brings. He's eligible to play in Canada. Do you know why? Because of his grandmother. And where's his grandmother from? If you're from this province, you're going to love this. His grandmother is from Hillcrest, Alberta. Yes, he's an Alberta boy Canadian. Hey, like that one, like that one, like that one. And got to say, he's had time with a few clubs. Southampton, St Mirren, Gillingham. Those were loans. St Mirren and Gillingham were loans for Southampton. He was there as a player. And then Hull City for 5 years and now Middlesbrough, like I say. And it was at Middlesbrough, before he got there, it was at Hull City that he was talking to Liam Miller. And it was Liam Miller that exposed Alfie Jones to the national board that, hey, this guy's eligible. Game's live. We're kicking off. Here we go. There's some entertainment as we get in. The ball over the top. Venezuela looking menacing down the line. Nice play there. Nice play. Deep into Venezuelan territory. Ball coming the other way. Field looks very bouncy dry. Look at the field. It's very bouncy dry. Watch the ball bobble. I don't think it's going to roll smoothly as it did in the last match. Jesse Marsh sitting on the bench there looking kind of relaxed. And Jesse's been very relaxed in the last few matches, don't you think? He hasn't really let it go. Ball into the middle now. All you say, gives and goes. Stucco over the top, back into the keeper's arms. Again, Tani, you see how he didn't read that play? As a very basic play, the ball over the top. Tani needs to just keep channeling towards the goal. Maybe doesn't get there, but at least he's reading the play. Again, Tani Ayusi doesn't read the play well enough, and he doesn't have the mobility. Let's see what we get tonight. Again, field looking rather dry, but again, it is Florida, yeah? But it seems to be rolling not so bad, not so bad. Going into the chat as we do each week. DJ Knox, I like this lineup. Yes, I do too. Yes, I do too. Absolutely, absolutely. You see the first motive that we had was put that ball deep. And ever since then, we've been in their half. Good signs, good signs. But again, Jonathan David doesn't need to hide. He needs to get on the action and work. And this is the second match in two. You normally see guys not show 100% in the second match of two when you're talking international windows. If it's friendlies, if it's competition, different story. But they're thinking about going back home to family, going back home to their parent club, going back home and staying fit so they don't miss the first match back. You see, in being a pro on the road playing for your national team, it's quite the sacrifice, because you might go back with an injury and all of a sudden you lose your place in the team that's paying your wages. You get out of favor and they move you along, and it can happen that quick. Venezuela going down the right side now, looking rather menacing, cutting back. Nice poise on the ball. You expect that. You expect that. Venezuela going to be literally even with Canada on ball possession, if not slightly more. Free kick should be coming up. Tejon leaves it in a little bit late. Being a bit of a bad lad, Tejon. Into the chat again. Colombia 20. On the soccer, on one soccer, they didn't like the new schedule change because they were taking the cold weather could be a factor on the East Coast teams. Too bad. Too bad. They obviously haven't played football or soccer in bad weather, and I played it for years. Hey, man, I played in the snow regular. I played in the rain regular, and I was absolutely furious when I got out here and people didn't like playing in the rain. That's the time to play a football match. Get in the rain. Get to know what a wet ball's like, how to use it, how to play it, how to bounce it. If you've never played in the rain, you're only half a player. Anybody can play in the dry. That's easy. Playing in the snow, playing in the hail, playing in the rain, that's something else. And also playing in major heat as well. That's another thing you got to overcome too. So, just saying, Canada going down the left side now. Ricky Larrea, very poised. Really coming into his own, Richie Larrea, over the last few years. Chippy Ricky has got the menace, got the physical, he's got the touch, he reads the game, and that badge on his breast, he lives and dies for Canada. I tell you what, he's one of those players that lives and dies for this nation. And I took to Richie Larrea, Chippy Ricky, the moment I met him and the moment I saw him play football. I tell you, I really did. I really did. Bassong should figure as well. There's another guy I like on the team that doesn't really get the time right now, is Bassong. I think he'll figure in the second half too. Get ready for that. Absolutely. But yeah, I tell you, Colombia 20, I'm all in favor of the MLS switch. If you're in favor as a person who's never, not you personally, but anybody listening, if you're in favor of the MLS switch right now, what you're doing is you're opening up Pandora's box, per se, for a hell of a lot more entertainment. Because let's face it, if you keep the system the way it is, and the system and the schedule and everything the same, it gets boring. It loses its hot spot. It's not a hot cake anymore. It's like it's lost its taste. It's lost its value. Changing when people are playing, it's going to mix it up beautifully. And you're going to see the guy that can handle the wet ball or the cold ball, the keeper that can read the bounce of a wet ball or the bounce of a ball in the snow or in the hail. It makes them better players. Because if you come into those competitions, I don't think there's any weather that should ever stop a football match. You can understand a downfall where the rain's coming so fast that you can't get it off the field. Yeah, sure, I get that. But other than the field being the problem, the weather shouldn't be. You can say electric storms, sure, fine. But I'm just saying, play in the rain, play in the snow, play in bad weather, play in torrential wind, torrential rain. Canada trying to kill themselves on the edge of the box right now. Not smart to dick around against South Americans. They'll wipe you out. Ball one again now, going down the left side. Venezuela offering something different. No foul, I'd say. Carry on, referee. Jonathan David has the ball, goes past one. Beautiful sidestep. Launches the ball down the rec. That's a great ball, but he just won't get there. Great defending again by Venezuela, covering every angle. But Salia, nice ball down the right side. Tejon Buchanan looking to get it, but face it, how do you got it? He's 3-on-1, and JD's another 40 yards behind him, so he really wasn't in the greatest of positions to do anything with that ball, but nice intention. Nice intention. Scotland's win was incredible, says DJ Knox. It bloody was. And don't forget, guys, we've got the FIFA rankings video down below. If you haven't seen it, check it out. FIFA rankings video here at Ultimate Soccer Show. Check it out. DJ Knox was absolutely correct with the whole show, actually. Even the first rankings where he said Canada in October would go from 26 to possibly 28 or 29. We sit 28, and we were 26. More to come from that because, let's face it, the rankings are happening right now too. Beautiful ball in the middle. Get on the end of that. Unlucky. Nelson just can't touch his head onto that one and put it in the corner. Goes out for the throw. Very smart. Venezuela. Jaden Nelson now urging everybody to get up and bring the press. Fill in the gaps. Man, mark to mark. Ball down the line. Fernando, the coach, is 33 if you're talking about Venezuela. Very young coach. He actually coaches Caracas. Shot coming in, long range. Nice shot, nice save. He actually coaches Caracas and is the interim coach for Venezuela at the moment. Fernando Batista, the original coach, was recently kicked out the back door for failing to qualify Venezuela to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So now you know a little bit more that Venezuela is literally in what I would imagine you would see as a rebuild situation. Does the coach in interim become the coach moving forward? We'll just have to wait and see what's going on there. A lot of time taken with the throw. Remember, these guys are playing in quite warm conditions. Man down, play on, says the referee. Ball goes out. Should be a Venezuelan throw. And no problem there. Man down still. Man down still. Kone's hurting. He's going to get up slowly, but he's hurting. Give me 1 second. Got some good news coming for you here. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Throw in coming. Eventually, it'll get here. When it does, I'll let you know. We're still watching. So are you. Nothing's happening so far. But, hey, great situation. Long throw by Tejon one more time. It's not going to get there. Goes in the danger zone. Headed out by Venezuela on the edge now. What can happen now? Free kick's given. Looks like it was an offside. Scotland win today was incredible, though, DJ. I tell you what. Jeffrey Perrin says 2-0 to Canada tonight. Hey, tell you what. That would be a big score. That would be a big score. That really would. That really would. Coming in last 5, Venezuela, 1 win, 4 losses. Who's that win against, you say? Stevie, who's that win against? Well, that win was Australia, and it was 1-0. And Canada just lost 1-0 to Australia. So when you look at that for a little bit of a teaser, this game is right down the middle, wouldn't you say? But, Steve, Venezuela's 50 and we're 28. Yeah, I know. That just shows you that we didn't put the chances away last match against, or the match against Australia. We didn't make chances, didn't create enough chances, weren't literally lethal enough, and basically handed not an easy situation to Australia, but less than they thought they were getting into, if you know what I mean. So we weren't ruthless in the match against Australia. So far. This one's looking like Canada's owning the possession, owning the attacking. And the longer that goes this way, yes, I say so. Jeffrey Perrin, your 2-0 could happen. But it's going to happen when Tani wakes up and Jonathan David too. And so far, I haven't seen either do too much early days. Nelson now taps off. Edge of the box now. Shot comes in, over the bar, over the bar, over the bar. Seager, nice little idea, but not the best chance to put it away. And if you're going to do it with your laces. He's trying to chip the keeper or chip it into the back of the net from the edge of the box. That's never going to work. It works when the keeper's blind. The keeper saw everything there. So change it up, Mr. Seager. Venezuela coming down the right side. Canada now in possession, just inside their own half. Steve Eustachio, clever little ball, tip-tac-toes through the middle, no foul. Man down again. Kone's literally in the battles tonight. Needs to work on the upper body, perhaps. It's all so congested in there. Venezuela doing a great job to try and keep it there. Canada now, tic-tac-toe going down the left wing. Get the cross in. Get the cross in. Doesn't get the cross in, but wins the corner. Corner coming up. Come on, Ricky. No problem there. Chippy, chippy. Did your best, did your best, did your best. Colombia 20 in Canada, the only team from CONCACAF that could go to the quarterfinals. Sorry, Colombia 20 says, is Canada the only team from CONCACAF that could go to the quarterfinals? No, I say USA, Mexico, Panama. Outside shot, Costa Rica for sort of like number, but definitely the top four. Mexico, USA, Canada, Panama. They definitely are teams that could get into the quarterfinal. Coming up now. Corner comes in. Nice corner. Deep into the box. Goes long. All the way long. Doesn't go out. Tries to keep it out. And I'll tell you what, wins a corner. Wins a corner. Absolutely. Well done, linesman. Well done, linesman. Guy agrees with me. Canada now 12 minutes in. What? What? Seriously? He's given a goal kick? Get out of town. 12:30, gone in the game, 0-0. Let's see what comes next. Canada, no, not the only team can get out of the quarterfinal. Yarobamba, how you doing, fella? Back at it again. Nice to see you. Canada has to win. Yeah, really, they do. They do. Let's be honest. When you cut it cool and dried like that, you got to say 50 taking on 28. You have to think 1-0, yeah? You have to think 1-0 straight away. There's no other way to describe it. The talent's there, but I'll tell you what. I watched Venezuela in the last match against Australia. And they were really impressive. They were really impressive. If they can play to the same high, then you never know. You never know. And the man on the ball right now, number 7, he was absolutely terrorizing Australia. And Ramirez, number 21. Ramirez, number 21 in the middle. He would have been the guy to get the goal. And he's played twice for Venezuela. And he's got 1 goal in those 2 matches. Yeah, but number 7, keep your eyes on numero 7. He's a good player. Good player. MKNZ, Big Cornelius playing. Hopefully we sign him permanently. I'll tell you what, you need to. You need to. I think he's worth it. I think he's totally worth it. He's making his mark in Scotland for sure. Big corner coming up. Outswinger. Lovely outswinger on the penalty spot. Who gets there? I'll tell you what. Was he dragged down? Referee says no. Ball coming back in. Beautiful cross onto the edge of the box. Well collected. Well collected by Maxime. Coming out, launches the ball straight away. Tejon Buchanan doesn't really want it there. He wants it further down. Look at all the real estate he's now got to make up. Expending that energy, goes past 1, goes past 2. This is Pele-like stuff. I tell you what, get your card out, ref. Get your card out. Free kick, perhaps? Brilliant stuff. Keep chipping, Tejon. Keep chipping. He won't give up. Where's the foul here against Tejon? Nah. I think you could have called the foul against Tejon if you like, but there were fouls against Tejon way before that. But hey, keep your hands down, I guess. And we've got an anal on the road here. Yeah, oh, and he's giving a Nazi salute. Did you see that? Wow. Anal referee. He's anal. He's not going to enjoy his night, but the players will. Richie Larea now, beautiful tackle, using the body nicely. "15 minutes through. Even Stevens, nothing really gained, but Canada has showed more intent on getting that goal. It'll be a counter-attack move for Venezuela, but up until now, Everything's going all the way back to the keeper. Into the chat. Jeffrey Perrin, only lightning should stop a football game. I totally agree. And you know what? I think years ago that was it, wasn't it? It was only lightning that would ever stop a match. I mean, if it was torrential rain, there would be breaks very rarely, but there would be a break until it sort of ceased a little bit, but they wouldn't cancel the match. Big foul coming up. Canada has a free kick, 20 yards into their Venezuelan territory. JD wins a free kick, gets up, walks away, shrugs it off. We need to see him put the ball in the back of the net. Kind of unfortunate foul, not your deliberate foul, but put this one back in the box. Yes, Mr. Anal is making sure that ball is absolutely on the square inch of the foul. Oh, Stevie, don't move that ball too far forward. You might be getting a yellow card. Ball coming in, 16 minutes in. Stevie Asakio now normally puts the ball pretty decent. Needs to go on the penalty spot. It's going there. Get on the end of that one. Nobody on the end of it, unfortunately. Nice idea. Nice delivery by Asakio. It goes wide. Colombia 20. J-League for the 26-27 season is also having European schedule. What's your opinion on that? I absolutely agree. It does change the weather situation for sure. But again, the whole world eventually will become so in tune with playing at the same time for the simple reasons. When you have the World Cup or when you have the Continental Championships, I'll give you an example for CONCACAF, it would be the Gold Cup, yeah? Then everybody is literally ready for it in the summer. No one's coming for a team and going back to a team per se as they do in the winter or in the spring with the competition qualifying matches. So I think, again, it's a step forward. I'm saying you're going to see all the nations worldwide parallel, get in unison with the rest of the world, i.e. Europe, really, that's what they're going to get in tune with. Not just because of Switzerland and Infantino and FIFA, but it makes so much more sense logistically. You look at the last World Cup, how many teams complained that it was in winter. We had a fantastic World Cup, but they complained. But anyway, that's what I think on that one. Venezuela now doing very well. It's a bit of a congested area, but Canada win the ball back, going forward now. Nelson now, where's he going to go? Left or right? Got a feeling he's going to go left. No support there. Going in circles. That's what I hate about the modern game. Take the game by the balls. Jonathan can't really get up there, lose his balance, but don't go around in circles. If you're going forward, keep going forward. The new game has lost the impetus of being able to take the ball on your own as an individual anywhere on the field and beat the man, beat the line and go through the line, beat the defensive line or the midfield line. Man down, Canada playing the ball out. Referee's having a stern talk over there about the man being down. And guys making the referee's job nice and easy, yes. DJ Knox, message redact. DJ, why hold this match in Florida if the stands are going to be empty? Yeah, it's pathetic, isn't it? I think it's a disgrace to play Florida any time of day. If you've got no fans in the building, why? It's the ugliest thing you can see. I'll give you an example. Last season in the Canadian Premier League, there was a team called Vancouver FC who I'm very tightly in tune with, yeah, on the media side of things. The crowd's not the greatest all the way. It's literally looking like this building. When you see the camera angle, they shoot to the far side and there's nobody in the stands, just like this here in Florida. It's the worst advert you can have when you're trying to build a soccer club into a community. Empty stands, no one's coming. If you have full stands and everybody's got a beer in their hand or a pop and a hot dog and everybody's having a fantastic time or a big fat burger, yeah? Or maybe you're eating something, maybe nachos, yeah? But when you see everybody in the stand having a fantastic time, filling their gills and the game is going, that's the advert you want. This not. This is no atmosphere for the players, no atmosphere for the TV viewer. The only atmosphere you've got is yourself at home. And I tell you, that's not the way to do it. And we've played in Florida quite a few times as Canada, but it's not the way to go. It's just what I'm saying on that one. But why hold it here? Makes me wonder. Florida now. That's where it is. Beautiful Florida. I like Florida. I really do. Why don't they give tickets away? Fill the stands with kids. If you've got no buyers, let the kids come in. Get the schools ready. Get the universities in touch. Free night. Fill that. Your concessions are making money. You're making dollars. Right now, they're making nothing. Yeah, so give tickets away. Get your concessions opened. It pays for your security. It pays your concessions. You're making money. You're not going home empty-handed. Right now, no one's making money. That's just the business side of it. 20 minutes gone. Still looking for the first goal of the game. And I tell you, un partido importante. Big match. It's a big match. There's your new man kicking the ball out. And if you didn't know, Alfie Jones got a couple of little things we're going to talk about. Alfie Jones, the new man in Team Canada. Oh, ball through the middle, dangerous. And I tell you what a timely tackle. I tell you, hand it to him, hand it to him, hand it to him. Amazing interception. Talk about read the play. I tell you, if he doesn't read the play, Maxime Coupeau has got to make a one-on-one point-blank save. Wowzer. Great interception. Absolutely brilliant. Venezuela looking a little bit more busy now in the final third. Game's starting to pick up. I'm sure in the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to see some close action, maybe sooner than later. And that's not going to go out. You can try all you want. Well done for keeping it live. Well done for keeping it live. I tell you, fantastic action. Fantastic action. Jeffrey Perrin, Estacio for set pieces. Yes, definitely. Definitely. At least he puts it really where you want it to go. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, Stevie's really good with getting the ball where you want it. Very decent passer of the ball. He wouldn't play at FC Porto and clubs like that if he wasn't. But yeah, he's got the passing. Columbia 20, should the CPL work with Ontario League 1 and Quebec League 1 and make a second division? Why not? Why not? The reason why I jumped to that straight away, why not, is that is a decision light years away right now for me. But it's a decision that you can only make with CPL and those 2 leagues, Ontario League 1 and Quebec League 1, or Quebec League 1. The reason why I say that is the MLS, Major League Soccer, is not interested one iota about any kind of relegation or promotion talk. They are not interested in helping you, young man, little team, from wherever, anywhere, anytime soon. They're all about themselves and protecting a great product. And God bless them too, because it's a fantastic product they've got. Ball in the middle, danger, should be putting away there. And there you go. There you go. A deflection, a match that shouldn't have been like as it should. And then Mr. Gone gets the ball in the back of the net. Lovely deflection, a match that shouldn't have been like as it should. And then Mr. Gone gets the ball in the back of the net. Lovely poise on the finish, okay? Watch the replay again on this one. Great poise on the finish. He could have panicked. You've seen guys many times blaze these over. Now watch the play again, develop. Slide rule ball, perfect ball in the middle. He loses his marker, comes in, puts the ball in. It's a lackadaisy clearance and also a deflection that goes around the keeper. Watch the shot after the deflection. I hope we get it from behind. Understand that carefully. Keep laughing. Deflection, I tell you, I think the keeper has that covered if it doesn't get a deflection. So great goal, 1-0 up. I said in the next 15 minutes, maybe sooner, something is going to happen. That's what I was reading. Something there coming through. My nose was itching, and when it itches, I tell you, we're not far away. 1-0, I tell you, look at that. 23 minutes in, 1-0. Now we can get in the game, keep the same intensity, but play with a bit more confidence now. But Venezuela are going to come back at us, and they're going to come for the fight. There's 2 ways this match is headed. We're headed for a 1-0, possibly 2, or maybe more. This is a match where Canada could put the hammer down and show a little bit about what they've got. And Fernando on the coach there, the sidelines. Like I say, he's only the coach for Venezuela for this match right now, interim purpose. He coaches Caracas in the Venezuelan top divisions, the top league. And last year, believe it or not, he finished second with Caracas. This year, they're sitting 8th in the league. So there you go. A bit more information about your man, Fernando. Ball should be going over to the right side as it does. Beautiful play now. Venezuela looking to go into deep side. Passing it back. Keeping possession. Moving the ball around. Beautiful ball into space. Well repelled again by Canada. Not going out for the throw. Nelson keeps it in. Nods it on. Should be a foul coming up. Yeah, hands on, buddy. Hands on. Keep your hands to yourself. Like that old big song says, and keep your hands to yourself. Venezuela now moving the ball out from the back. 1-0 down. Bit of a disaster in the back where up until then Venezuela had looked solid. The passing game's been very, very nice. Typical South American football. But the deflection and the lousy clearance was the cause of Kone getting the shot on net, which he did very carefully, didn't he? Let's not forget, though, took a deflection to take that shot past the keeper. Luck on our sides. Jones there getting deep in there. I want to say Alfie Jones made an interception about 5 minutes ago and literally stopped Venezuela going in one-on-one with Maxime Croupeau. He's earning his stripes already. If he plays out of his skin, it's good news when we want to go 3 at the back with central backs, yeah? Because so far right now, Alfie Jones has proven that he's an acquisition we could keep a hold of. And why didn't we find him before? Ball down the left side, coming down the right side now. Jonathan David, JD, on his own now, waiting for support. That's a tickle ball. No one goes for it. Again, no one anticipating the play. And, I mean, JD's not exactly going to go point where he wants you to run. Read the play. Can you read the play? Why is he standing next to someone in white? Why is he not in a space where he needs to be? Like, where that guy has the ball right now. Read the play, Tanny. Read the play, because you don't read the play well enough. Well done, Richie. Nice steal. Ball all the way back to the keeper. Nice play. Alfie Jones running off, ready for the ball. Maxime Croupeau goes long. You see Alfie Jones coming in. He's giving Maxime Croupeau options as a goalkeeper. A goalkeeper loves nothing more than when the defenders are running around into space, offering themselves to the keeper for the open pass to take the pressure right out the play. Alfie Jones is bringing that as well in bag loads. DJ Knox, yeah, and no revenue. Absolutely, totally. Jeffrey Perrin, oh snap, Canada 1-0. Yep, it is. I'm going to on the bus to get home from work here in Ottawa. Okay, I'll keep you in tune. And are the buses still running? There you go, deflection. I wanted that shot from behind. And there you got to see the shot coming in from behind. Beautiful shot. Venezuela stealing, going down the left side, but Canada come back in. Nice steal by Kone. Kone's offering himself, doesn't get the ball, goes to Richie on the left side. Canada tic-tac-toe very nicely. JD down, going down the left side, not strong enough to go past 2 guys. Does battle, though. Keeps the pressure on. Jaden Nelson comes up with the ball, strips the ball away, goes left, goes right, goes out of play. Unfortunate. Great signs. Great intensity from Jaden Nelson. But again, Jonathan David needs to get in the middle of the park. Man down. Venezuela has a problem. Calling for the coach. As we're down, I'm going to bring you some more information. Ali Ahmed is not in tonight, remember that? Do you know why? Because of the red card that he had last match, which was an absolute joke in my mind. I'm just saying it. And a little bit more on Venezuela coach Fernando Aristeguieta. Okay, Aristeguieta, 33 years old. He's the interim coach, like I told you a million times. Currently with Caracas, like I told you. Previously, though, as a player, played 29 times for the national team, scored 1 goal. Decent player. He scored against El Salvador, and that was August 2011. And I got to tell you, started out as a hot number. But as he went through the ranks and got older, but not that old, he's only 33 now, yeah? But as his body got older in the game, he didn't seem to be getting it done and had a few loan deals and this, that, and the other, but played his trade around the world. But he was hot as fire when he came in. But his international numbers, 29 matches, only 1 goal. And as a forward, that's just going to get you done now, isn't it, yeah? That is. Players for the Venezuela fans that you want to keep your eye on, Jonathan David, Tajon Buchanan, and Jacob Schaffelberg would be one I would look for in the second half with Bassong. If it happens, we'll see. But again, head-to-head. I'm going to give you the head-to-head here pretty soon while things are still not running. We've played Venezuela 3 times. We've had 3 matches. The first one, June the 1st, 2022, man changing out for Venezuela. 1st of June 2002, Venezuela 2, Canada 2, a friendly. 29th of May, 2010, 8 years later, Venezuela won, Canada won in a friendly, and in at the Copa America, 5th of July, 2024, Venezuela won, Canada won, and we won 5-4 on penalty kicks. Do you remember? Yes, we did. Next FIFA ranking, guys, is coming up November 19th. Get ready for that. So substitution through. David Martinez is coming into the match, and we'll see what's happening. Back into the chat as we go through, guys. Columbia 20 says, could the MLS, the game is still not rolling yet, so we're keeping you informed on the bus there, my man. And could the MLS one day surpass the EPL as the top league in the world because there's at least 22 clubs from MLS that are in the elites? I tell you now, I said 20 years ago, in 2004, when the MLS come back, okay, they were going to move to a higher high. And I said again in 2007 at TSN, and I can remember saying, I've got the video and I've got the tape on it. I said, and I'm going to use a term now that I've used on this channel once before, a few times before, but it says it perfectly. And ladies, I apologize if you take exception to this, but this is not anything other than a compliment. Major League Soccer can be the biggest league in the world. And the only reason why is if you look at what they had 10 years ago and look at how they are now, it's not the same product. It's better. And it's a seller. It's a winning product. But I said on TSN in 2007 that the Major League Soccer, i.e. America, promotes major sports better than anybody. And I had one phrase. It's big tits and apple pie. Okay, that's what it is. You look at NFL, they sell the cheerleaders and the food and everything else, music, the halftime show, fantastic. It's all big and massive. If you want to make it work, follow the Americans. They just do it better than anybody, quicker than anybody, and they know how to get it done. So it's not an offensive term, guys, but I tell you, that's what I'm saying. Meanwhile, catching up, Derek Cornelius is walking around the field. I hope you got that one too. But yeah, they could be the biggest league in the world because let's face it, they've planned success every step of the way with their league so far. It's great to watch. And hey, Vancouver fans would agree with that right now, 100%. Would you not? Yes. Happy times on the West Coast. Not so much east side of things. Toronto FC Montreal need some love, don't they? Eh? Ball coming over the left side now. Venezuela 1-0 down, 33 minutes in. We've had a few changes in this match already. And hopefully that's not something serious for Derek Cornelius. But we shall see. Beautiful switcher play. Look at that ball. Beautiful pinpoint ball. Left to right. That's quality. Venezuela, look at the beautiful tic-tac-toeing through the middle. And a shot coming in. I tell you, very lively. This was the Venezuela when they were playing Australia, when they won the one game 1-0. And that was November 14. We're talking 4 days ago, guys. Yeah, 4 days ago, Venezuela takes out Australia. Yeah, 39 days ago, we got beat by Australia, 1-0. And that shot wasn't that far off, eh? Take a look at that. But the tic-tac-toe through the middle there, absolutely beautiful. South American stylo. Stilo Sudamericano. South American style. Ball through the middle now. Venezuela starting to be in the game a lot more now, showing some of their offensive ability. Great test again for Canada though, on the inside for defending. You got to say Richie Laray has been perfect tonight. Jaden Nelson plays up a beautiful forward ball there. What can JD do with it? Jonathan David has no speed. You see how he was caught there? He needs to pass the ball off. If you don't have speed as a striker, get rid of the ball, pass it off, and keep moving. JD looking very sluggish. Still the greatest scorer we've ever had. Venezuela sitting up high, don't want to get scored on again. You see how their defensive line has moved higher up the field than it was before the 1-0. They don't want the second goal anytime soon. Long ball sort of simplicity. They're comfortable on the ball. But that back line moved up a good 10 yards since the goal. Headed into midfield. Beautiful play. Where's he going? Cuts outside, cuts inside, delays. And I tell you, every time Hesitation will kill you. Ball now needs to go left. It goes left. Jaden Nelson, one-on-one. Needs to go on the outside. Go on the outside. Go on the outside. Go on the outside. Take the shot. Take the shot. Shot's weak. Right intention. Right intention. Well done, Jaden. Well done, Jaden. Going into the chat, guys. Angus McWhirter, I'm good here. Big up to Angus. How you doing? Where's Jace? Jace Collins. Great. The US national team won and MLS players stood out. What about you, Angus? There we go, man. Welcome in, Jace. Welcome in, Angus. And I'll tell you what, Angus, I do agree. MLS is so much better. If you think about, say, 2007, go back 2007, 18 years ago, and I was there when TFC were inducted in. And I remember how, no disrespect, but in relation to what MLS soccer and the package looks like now, it didn't look like that in 2007. It was very, very much a new thing. But nowadays, it's the thing. Well anticipated there. I tell you what, need to wake up in midfield. If you're sleeping on the ball, you're going to get caught out. And Tani doesn't read the play, does he? Guy has no focus. Ball through the middle. Oh, JD, you stopped running. Why stop running, son? But Tani doesn't read the play. I've said this too many times now. Now I'm not going to say it again. I'm sure you've got it. JD needs to be up about 10 yards further. But again, Venezuela, 37 minutes in, 1-0 down. Haven't really hit the net. Haven't really given Maxime Croupeau too much to do. There's been something in and around it, but it's been in and around. It's been nearly there, but it hasn't really hit there, if you know what I mean. Back into the chat. Yarabamba says, too many sports in the US. Soccer is not the top sport. Absolutely, that's another deal. That's totally another deal. But you don't need to be the number one sport in the USA. I'll guarantee you that. And you don't need to be the number one sport in Canada either. You don't. When you're looking at the populace of people getting behind soccer in both nations, most of those guys don't all go to NFL, don't all go to hockey. They stick to their football. Ball open wide now. Beautiful play now. Incoming the shot. Took too long. Way too long. Hesitated. All the space that was built up with a lovely sliding through ball was wasted. Tajon should have just hammered that one time. Getting tired maybe. But again, the ball's played into wonderful open space. Take that touch. Now slam it. Took too long. And he should be curling it left around the keeper. Left side of the keeper. Easy to say. Could have been 2-0. Should have been 2-0. Great chance. Venezuela not being picked off, but Canada are playing a very clever counter-attack style game. Into the chats. Excuse me. Columbia 20, what's your opinion on MLS Apple TV? They say that it's doing bad. Maybe it's the delivery. Maybe people like the big network. Maybe people have been spoiled too long. I'm just saying that because, let's face it, if you're going with Apple TV, you're going down a different route, yeah? And you just got to get in line with that. I think that any product that promotes the game and puts you there and it helps you get to see the match, whichever match that be, I think is a good thing. So the more channels we've got, the better. Like I say, 30 years ago when I came to North America, there was very little in the way of football channels. When you think soccer-specific channels, very rarely. We had crazy people ball over the channels, very rarely. We had crazy people ball over the top. That's a lovely through ball. Takes a touch, coming all the way to Maxime Croupeau. But yes, it could be. It could be. It could be. It could be a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Not at all. Angus McWhirter, the craziest thing, the USL Championship game is in Tulsa. It starts at 10 a.m. local time. Never heard of a coffee soccer league before. Yeah. No, it makes you wonder. Ja, tell you what, Ricky Larrea suckered in there, wins the foul, but should have released the ball earlier. Jace Collins. So MLS went from around 1.5 million subscribers. Just 1 second, ball in the inside now. Back, tic-tac-toe. Goes wide. Jaden Nelson, open space. Does he get the ball in? Delays. Ball on the edge of the box now. Steven Stakio takes a slide rule. Shot going way over the top. Kone literally hits the moon. Still 1-0. Jace Collins. So MLS went from around 1.5 million subscribers to the MLS season pass to 55 million range for Apple TV as a whole. Absolutely. Like I say, whatever it makes. Who's trying to win the monopoly? Hey, Apple TV's all over the place, yeah? And like I say, if it works for you, and it does for many people, go with it. But again, I'm a proponent where if it's somebody taking the time to put a company together or a channel together specifically just for soccer, I back that. And in Canada, One Soccer, I back those guys, absolutely. They don't get everything right, but they're a soccer channel, so you cut them the slack. And the price that you pay is well worth it. I don't think that was a free kick at all. And Richie Larea absolutely can have a little bit of an argument there. Nothing intentional, nothing meant there. Take a look. The hand does go up, but he's literally just trying to push away. So there's nothing intentional. Richie doesn't agree, but the referee says, oh yeah, it's definitely a foul. And the referee's doing a fair job. Let's face it, he's doing a fair job. Colombia 20, is Marcelo Bielsa the wrong choice for Uruguay? It doesn't seem like everybody's choice. Let's face it. I've watched Bielsa coach, and free kick coming in, danger zone, well collected by Maxime Coupeau. Is he going to launch it? Keeps the possession. Goes down to the left side now. Long ball left side. Can we get a piece of luck here? No, we don't. JD lets it rebound. Nice play by Coupeau, but one-on-one. What are you asking? What are you asking there? It's a one-on-one. It's a Hail Mary. It either comes off or it doesn't. Only the NFL can do that kind of stuff. Pinpoint is what I mean. Bielsa for Uruguay, wrong choice. Like I say, I've watched him coach a few teams, and dare me to say he's been very successful in places, but he's also been very unsuccessful in other places. So, but I know the coaching world absolutely respects him, and the seminars that you can go to for him that he gives on coaching are well visited by many big coaches, I tell you that. So he's well respected in the coaching world, but is he the right guy? Maybe he is, maybe not. But as a coach, when I was playing, I want someone who's going to shake me, scare me, challenge me, be able to do what I can do. So what am I saying? If the coach can't kick the ball or do anything with the ball, but talk, I need inspiration. I need to be motivated by the coach to win his game. Free kick coming up one more time. Venezuela dropping like flies at the moment. Jeffrey Perrin, catch you when I get home. Keep going, mate. It's still 1-0, 43 minutes in. Going through a bit of a scrappy part of the game, Jeffrey. 43 minutes in, and Jaden Nelson's just done a free kick given against him deep in the half. A few free kicks are going against Venezuela recently. I dare say they are getting fouled, but get up a bit quicker, get the game on. They're cooking the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Enjoy that bus ride. Jace Collins says Bielsa isn't good. I could say that, like I say, there's been hot patches and flat patches is what I'm saying there. Yarabamba. Buchanan, no, that's why he is not regular in Villarreal. He's having problems there. Absolutely. But Inter Milan, I mean, Bruges, I liked it when he was at Bruges. I think he should have stayed at Bruges for a couple of years longer. Really cement yourself there, become a literally piece of furniture. The option is that you move on and you make a big chunk of change by making that trip to Internazionale, Inter Milan, which is obviously bigger wages, bigger signing than what Bruges could afford him. I get that. But you got to bring the level of Serie A, etc. Boom. Otherwise, you're moving along. And that's why he's at Villarreal. La Liga is still a top league. And Villarreal is still a respectable place to be, yeah? But have average form. You moved along. And like I said earlier, I firmly believe with Tajon Buchanan that you need to give him more time than perhaps the average guy. 2 minutes of added time coming, guys. 1-0 at halftime is what I see. But you need to give people like Jaden more time. Sorry, Tajon more time So actually feel part of the system. Some guys settle within a couple of games. Some guys, it takes days to settle. Okay, there we go. Eustachio getting yellow carded for blocking the pass. Can't disagree with the referee. I really can't. I think that Stevie's walked himself into the book there. Unusual for Eustachio, who's normally such a gentleman on the field. A minute to go till half-time. We're going to have an abbreviated half-time. And then I will be taking a couple of minutes break. Going to check the boards, see that everything's perfect with the mic, perfect with the internet, perfect with the server and everything else, because we had a major letdown before we came on and everything was so well set up. But don't worry, we'll carry on. Angus McWhirter, I watch some NFL, but what is called as soccer in my country is what I like the most. Into cricket too. Yes, there's a good old game, cricket. Love it, love it, love it. Jace Collins, Apple TV got them messy. Absolutely. Agreed about a soccer-only channel. I remember when the original intention of football TV was that. Yes, yes, yes. But we've come a long way over the years, guys. I tell you, we've come a long ways. I mean, bless the young guys who love the game of football, the game of soccer, because they've been inducted into a much more healthy soccer world. And us older fellas, well, let's face it, for years and years and years, we had nada mente, senor. Nothing at all, sir. But now we got it all. Richie Lorena, ball down the line. 9 seconds in the first half. Referee can blow it any time. I think the referee's had a fair game. Let's face it. There's a final whistle. Sorry, a final whistle in the first half. And if you're still on the bus, keep riding. You've got a halftime there. We've got an empty stadium with a few fans speckled on the other side. But we're 1-0 up at halftime thanks to a Kone goal via deflection past the keeper from 6 yards out. And that really is all you can talk about. The rest of the game, if I had to put a level on it, it's been like a training match. It hasn't been the most wonderful of games. So it's like a training match is what I'm saying. But Canada has the lead 1-0, and I hope you're enjoying it. I really are hoping you're enjoying it. Going to get to some of the chats before we take a break. Okay, taking in the emails here. Quick email. Just 1 second. Remember, get your coffee cup ready for the second half, or your gin and tonic, your Guinness, your beer, your ale. Beer, lager and ale, two different worlds. Or your cup of tea, your cup of coffee, whichever you're on, make sure you're at it. But literally, halftime, 1-0. What are your thoughts on the first half? Really, what are your thoughts on the second half? What do you think's coming? Do we make changes? It's going a little flat, isn't it? Eh? We've been showing some flatline football in the final third. It's last couple of games. I'd like someone to open it up. Tani Aliosei out. Now, who do you bring in? I bring in Schaffelberg. And I move Nelson up to the top line, put Schaffelberg in Nelson's spot midfield because he likes that wide play. And I'm thinking that Richie Larea's looking solid. I don't think I need to move anybody out of defense. They've really had a decent time, but we've got to make sure we change things up. That creative little Ali Ahmed we don't have tonight. So we've got to get that creation going. We've had nice tic-tac-toe flowing moves down the left side, not down the right side. Now, why is that? That's personnel only. That's personnel only. If we need the tic-tac-toeing going down the right side, then it needs to be a talk time, a change of tactics by Marsh at the second level in the team talk at halftime. The first level addressing the defensive side of the game. Second level addressing your offense. Okay, so you know, but we need to address that and start creating more. If we're going to walk out to a 1-0 win, we're flatlining to a 1-0 win. The legs have got to be pumping. I don't want to see anybody walking. If you see people walking through the middle or any of our guys walking, the efforts, the level's dropping. So we need someone in there to start pumping the legs. So if you see the legs pumping, you know everybody's in unison. The ball's going to start moving slicker. Remember the first 15 minutes of the match. The ball was moving around like a rocket's pace. That's what we need to get back. We've lost that speed on the ball. Yes, we've had a few players changing. Yes. But the speed on the ball needs to come into feet so that it beats the defender to the challenge so you can just tap it round and go. Right now, Tajon Buchanan has had the ball at his feet where he's got to make that space himself. He needs the ball into feet like a lightning rod where he just flicks it past the defender and he's gone. David, I'm telling you again, he may be our top scorer, but when it comes to big teams, he seems to hide. He's done it times. Really. He needs to show himself in the second half. He's our big striker. He has no pace. Scary how little pace he has for a guy that scores goals. So when you break it down, he's a striker with no pace, but he's got an exceptional gift. It's called goal scoring, and he does it for fun, and he's great at it, yeah? Remember the days at Lyon and winning the title and the goals he scored, yada, 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 and all the goals through qualifying in the last 5 years for Canada, yada, yada, yada. Boom. That needs injecting. That needs to come back right now. He needs to hit the back of the net. It's been 4 matches since he's done it. And international football, that's an eternity. That needs to come back right now. He needs to hit the back of the net. It's been 4 matches since he's done it. And international football, that's an eternity. But you've got to help the guy. JD does not need to come back in midfield. He does not need to go wide running for the ball. And God bless him, Maxime Crepeau launching the ball down the field for JD to run onto on his own. He's not that guy. He's not going to get that ball. He's not going to win those battles. He's the finisher. Jonathan is a poacher. He's an absolute cutthroat, malicious poacher. That's what he is. So why would you, the coach, not have him in his poaching area? Anywhere from the edge of the box to the 6-yard box, lateral, that kill zone. That's JD. That's where the ball needs to go. Put the ball in there accurately and let him make a run for it or off it and use the angle play, and he's going to get onto something. Second half, that's what needs to happen. It's very simple to change that up. Just keep JD in the middle. Make people on the wide side work a little bit more intensely. Two groups. You've seen it all night long on the left side, yeah? You've seen it all night long. Richie Laraya, Chippy Ricky, channeling forward, supporting the midfield so the ball can tic-tac-toe down the left wing. It needs to happen on the right side. It hasn't happened on the right side yet, but it needs to. Back into the chat. But I'm working for you, and I want to see more from the forward line, more creativity, and literally that second goal's got to come. And the legs have got to keep pumping, because if they don't, we'll sleepwalk to a 1-1 tie. It could happen. We need the insurance marker. A game today also I caught today was Wales taking on North Macedonia. Wales had to win that match today to get anywhere, yeah? They went out and won 5-1. Macedonia conceded 5 goals in that match. All throughout qualifying, the previous 7 matches, they only conceded 3. And Wales banging 5. And it wasn't all in the first half. Canada needs to hit the back of the net. We need a resounding victory now, moving off the back of the 1-0. The intensity's got to be picking up. And again, the wing play, both sides. Let's not get a little bit predictable by going down the right side all the time. You got Tajon Buchanan here, who needs that ball whipping in, laser fast, taps off, goes, leaves the defender for dead, crosses in, JD, precision pass, and he flicks it in the net. That's it. Back into the chats. Colombia 20, Marcelo Bella is considered to be the best manager in the world, but it didn't work well for him in Leeds. It did not. And Bilbao, and Marseille, and Chile. That's what I say. He's had hot spots and he's had cold spots. Absolutely. DJ Knox. Jonathan David again is too deep. Tani off, please. I would like to see Promise David in. Yes, I could go for that one. Absolutely. Right now. For a full half, please. Way to go, DJ Knox. Absolutely. Colombia 20, is Jesse Marsh the best manager in CONCACAF? I think Christensen is at Panama, I'll tell you what, for what he's done. Jesse's doing a great job. But I think Christensen at Panama, I think he's my favorite, best coach in Panama, has been for quite a time. He's been with Panama lots longer than Jesse Marsh with us. So I think he's one of the coaches I'd be looking at for. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yep. But yeah, David is too deep. Way too deep. Well done, my man, JD. Jeffrey Perrin, I'm back and ready. Good man. Good man. Get ready in, sniper. Sniper. Absolutely. Jace Collins, I don't understand why Canada doesn't run a 4-3-3 for possession reasoning. You could do that right now. You could do that right now. I'd say this much. The quality of players on both sides, there's a difference in quality. It doesn't matter to me what the formation is that Canada play. But if you're going to use a formation, make it work. Right now, the game has gone into a literal neutral. Someone's on the gear shifter and they just dropped it into neutral and they don't know how to get it back in at first to get this thing going again. Right now, injection of speed, fast balls, and everybody's got to have the legs pumping, moving up as a unit together up and down the field. People are sleeping. They're getting tired, thinking about maybe going home soon. You don't know. Did you not other choices to bring in Saliba and push Jonathan David as the sole striker? Definitely could. Definitely could. Then you're getting more build-up play time, more people in the middle. You can literally rotate 3 guys on the left side and 3 guys on the right side, pivot through the middle. And maybe tickle that ball that Jonathan David likes, that's a short pass where he literally reads the play quickly. Jonathan David wants the short pass to him so he can just pull the trigger quickly. And if he gets that short pass, he's going to pull that trigger. 9 times out of 10, there's only one place that's going, and that's in the back of the net. That's what I'm saying. So, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Jeffrey Perrin, I heard the United States won 5-1 against Uruguay. Yes, they did. It's a big day for the USA. And as we've heard, Mario Bielsa's not everybody's choice, is he now? No, he's not. Joyce Collins, complete domination from the US. That's what we have to say. Complete domination. And looking into next year, like I say, you're talking CONCACAF, you're talking round of 16. USA, you need to be in the round of 16 minimum. Mexico too. Canada, I'd say that's the aiming mark, is the round of 16. We've never got out of the group, right? So you go through the round 32 at the World Cup, get to the round of 16, you've achieved. All depends who you get. But Mexico, USA, you better be in the round of 16. That's your rightful place. Anything less, failure. And God forbid you don't get out the group. Absolutely. That can't happen. That can't happen. That's not going to happen. Is it? You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. Guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in about 120 seconds. I've got to go check the board, make sure everything's online. And hey, I'll show you my shirt as I get out of here. This shirt is what I'm wearing today. This is the front, and check out the back. 120 seconds. I'll be right back. Get your coffee cup filled. Bada boom, bada bing. We're all online, guys. We're all online. Everything checks out. Server's no problem. Mic's no problem. Whew, that's a relief. And the tower's doing great. So we're all online. I hope you're enjoying it. Hey, get ready for it. The guys are on the field getting warmed up. Let's hope we have an interesting second half. Right now, if I was to give you the final score, I'm thinking it possibly could be 2-0. But unless something changes in the flow, Venezuela, my nose is itching. Venezuela is getting used to the play. So we'll see what happens. But again, I got to agree with you guys in the chat as well. Some of the stuff I've seen in the crowd, it's crazy why we play in this stadium. We've done it, and there's nobody there. And let's face it, even the players want to see someone in the stands. People watching as well. It's like, hey, where's the crowd? If you're watching right now and you didn't know this game was happening, you'd be thinking, what's going on? Game's about to kick off. Referee live. There you go. Blows the game. Second half starts. What's Venezuela going to do? They're going to stick back, relax, wait for it to happen, or are they going to get in the game? Remember, guys, like, subscribe, join in the channel. And the next game we've got coming up, absolutely, is on the 22nd, coming up on the weekend. And that is Ipswich Town in the Championship taking on Wrexham. That's the next match we're doing. Venezuela beautifully played out from the back. Nice tic-tac-toe. Should be a free kick. No free kick, though. Yes, a free kick. Well done, referee. Beautifully played out from the back, though, Venezuela there. Under pressure, playing the ball sweetly. If Venezuela had a top striker or someone to get on the end of what I see as decent defense and decent midfield play, they would be a nightmare for Canada. Tic-tac-toe, he's going to get there. Well, first time cross, not without, I tell you, not without. Unfortunate there. Looking for the shot, doesn't get it. Nice play again, though. Check out that replay. Goal kick goes long, all the way up to half-time. Halfway, I should say. Throwing cone up to Canada. No one's really rushing for it. Pretty much slowing it down, saving energy. I wonder what Fernando Aristeguieta can do for this team second half. I wonder what they're trying to get done in the second half. 4 losses in the last 5. Is this to be 5 losses in 6? Canada, 2-2-1 in the last 5. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. That being Australia, 1-0, where it really should have finished as a 0-0. Let's be quite frank. That should have gone down as a 0-0. Canada should not have lost it. It was one moment of madness, you might say, a misjudgment by Seager. But yeah, 2-2-1 in the last 5, Canada. So this could be an interesting win. Long way to go. Tajon Buchanan still getting dressed on the sideline, having his boot removed. Does he get the ball? No, he doesn't. JD now on the ball. Right side. Why is Jonathan David on the wing again? Look, if he's going to collect the ball and he's on the right side of the field, it's because he's standing there, guys, yeah? He needs to be standing in the middle to receive the ball in the middle. The guy's, we call that getting sucked out of position, okay? JD's been sucked out of position too often tonight. He needs to keep it simple. If he wants to get that goal, hang in the middle. Hang in the middle. Expansive football. Spread yourselves out. Why you got to be all huddled up? Spread out. Expansive football. That's what we can play. You can't play expansive football if everybody's just in the same place together. Canada now fighting. I tell you what, great tackle, but referee's bringing it back. And he's hurting. Oh, he's took a big bang. Wait till you see it. I've just watched the replay. Watch this. Bang! I tell you, that kind of action is definitely red card territory. definitely red card territory. I mean, he cleated, stood right on the foot. And yeah, that's going to hurt. But man, Tanny nearly got a red there. If I'm Jesse Marsh, I'm coaching this match, I'm looking at what just happened. I'm going to make a decision. JD down at the moment. Took a little bang. He'll be okay. Referee's having a word. Just saying that's your final warning, fella. Hello. It's getting interesting. Chippy Ricky's getting in there. I told you this game may heat up. It's heating up a little bit now. There's Tony getting in there. Best to stay away from stuff like this. Listen, if you want a lesson on what not to do, don't trade punches. Don't spit at each other. Don't kick at each other. Don't push each other in a bad way. Just get out of there. The referee will sort it out. But if you trade it, the referee's going to dish out more cards. Game's getting interested. Only 50 minutes in. Only 1-0. But a very interesting game. Got to tell you, really interesting game. People are getting a little bit hot under the collar. Don't you love that? I do. I don't know about you, but I'm a passionate commentator. Now, can you imagine what I was like when I was playing? What were you like? I wanted to be in there all the time. Ball coming in. Stacchio curling inside and not going to make much trouble here. Could have been a handball there. Think he might have been called for a handball there. Unfortunately, but Kone should have rifled that shot with his right leg as that ball's coming in instead of trying to dance around the ball. Just saying. Hit it as the ball's coming to you. One time. Or bang it back in the grinder. Get it in the washing machine. Right in the 6-yard box. Let someone put a foot on it. It could go anywhere. Venezuela now on the back line. Fernando pointing where he wants the ball. Venezuela can't get it there. Great back running there. Jaden Nelson covering the spots. Tani's doing a fair measure. Again, the legs are pumping now, yeah? Canada's got the legs pumping. When the legs are pumping, you're in the match. You're going to own the match. Well done, Stephen Estacchio, running in front of the guy. Definitely not obstruction. You know, years ago, there was this rule that they had that was called the obstruction rule. I'm being a sarcastic piece of crap right now, but they don't have sarcastic guys like me in TV also telling you about an obstruction rule that doesn't exist anymore because people jump in front of each other all the time. And the older ones like you and I, we see these guys that are running and jump in front. That's obstruction. Now, what happened to the obstruction rule? Because they didn't take it out of the book. But when was the last time you saw a referee call someone for obstruction? Just saying. I hope you're laughing because it is quite funny how the game has changed and evolved into a computer game. The minute you put PC and football together, you knew the game was going to change. Infantino's changing the game like lightning fast, isn't he, eh? World Cup coming. 207 days, people. Canada's going to kick a ball in a World Cup for the 3rd time. Man, oh man. I never thought that was ever going to happen years ago. I thought 86 was going to be that. Said and done. Chippy. Referee's given a free kick. Canada getting the ball. JD goes down. He's had a few kicks tonight, JD, but he keeps getting back up. That's the main thing. I don't think so much that was a foul. I think it was just a little bit of legs coming together, but referee's got to call it because, hey, he didn't fall for nothing. This needs to be whipping in with speed from Estacchio. Get it on the penalty spot area and just in front of the front post. Get it on there. All you got to do is redirect that puppy. Beautiful angle in behind the goal if you got it right now. Stephen Estacchio lines it up, comes in now, nice in swing. That's the way he needs to be. I tell you what, there was connection. Takes deflection, goes out, stays in. Throw in, coming up. Nice play action. Nice ball from Estacchio again. Yes, keep Stephen Estacchio taking these because we've had a lot of great accuracy. The quality on the ball's got to come in. If there's no quality on the ball, you can't expect to get on the net. The few fans in the crowd will not pass that ball back. I tell you, I'd have kept that ball. Would you not? I'd be like, hey, we're one of the few people here. I'm keeping the ball. Go get another one. Ball boy. Tejon Buchanan with the long throw. That's Tajon's new job recently. Long throws, comes in, hits the edge of the box, comes through, going out for a corner. Bonus time, Stephen Eustachio going for a corner, maybe? 54 minutes. Are you all having a good time? Are you enjoying this one tonight? Back into the chats. Round of 16, sorry, Yarrabamba, round of 16, round of 32. I think you were talking about the latter. Next World Cup, you get the round of 32, then the round of 16, yeah? I'm saying those teams, the USA, Mexico, they should be round of 16 minimum. Corner coming in. Beautiful corner on the spot. Does anybody get in there? No, it goes all the way through. Venezuela looking for an outlet. Have they got an outlet? And that's the problem right now. They don't. Well intercepted. Chippy Ricky now looking like an absolute genius at the back there. Takes his time with the ball. Lets the play open up. Opens up the space. Well done, Chippy Ricky. Absolute fantastic again by Richie Larrea. I love the guy. Can't get enough for Chippy Ricky. He fights for this country like no other. We got passionate guys on that team. But Chippy Ricky is a menace. Beautiful tic-tac-toeing playing here. But I tell you what, tamed again by the Canadian defense. One more time, Venezuela can't break through. The Doors did. Oh, I tell you, nearly gets a kick in the face. Inches away from a good slammer through the nose. Kona, you're so lucky you went down, my son. Wow. Into the chat. Canada has to make it out of the group to make it a success. Agreed. But I think when you're 26 in the world, round of 32's got to be where you have to get. So, yes, that's getting out of the group. But getting out of the group, I absolutely agree. That's the first thing that needs to go right. And, hey, we've still yet to get that hurdle completed. Put it this way, I'm quietly confident that we can do that within the structures of the groups that are going to come through, yeah? A little bit of afters trying to get Richie to get into. Oh, I tell you, that's a red card. That is such a red card. Referee's definitely got to bring a red card. He didn't smash Richie. Yeah, there you go. There's the red card. That's such a stupid play. I told you this game was getting crazy, didn't I? It was going to heat up. Richie doesn't need to do anything. Richie needs to back away. But that was definitely the stupidest play I've seen. I did not expect that to happen. And well done, everybody, for getting around Richie. Keep him away from everybody else. Well done. And I'll tell you what, Venezuela have showed some real class after that red card. I got to commend the Venezuelan national team, the way they just got around Richie Larrea. After that, I tell you what, they are total class. Don't ever forget what you're seeing in front of you about this Venezuelan national team. They're total class. That's a moment of madness that got the red card done. But give Venezuela credit. They are a class outfit. The way they got around Richie Larrea, it could have gone sideways. They could have tried to sucker him in for a red card or really get him going again, but they didn't. One patted him on the stomach, one patted him on the back. They said, no problemo, gringo. It's all good. It's all good. No problemo. Fantastic. That's class. That is class. That is class. Venezuela, you get my respect. Muy respeto. Really. Big time. Salute Venezuela. Massive respect. And I tell you what, in the current world situation, I hope everything goes beautifully for those guys too. Massive respect, man. When you see things like that, it stands out in the game. And that stands out. And they have really earned my respect, a mountain of respect. They had it before, but that just takes it to another level. Absolutely brilliant. Ball down the line, still trying to work it, still alive. Astaquita has got a problem. He's got 10 men on 11. Isn't that odd? Canada had that problem in the last match, 11 on 10. Now, does Canada make the man advantage work for the next 32 minutes? Does it get an extra goal? Canada were a man down last match for 90 minutes and didn't concede. That was a great tribute to the defensive prowess of this nation. But can they now switch the play and go from being a man down in the last match where defending was the priority to now being a man up for 30 plus minutes to get the next goal or two? Because again, when you come into the World Cup, this is a possibility of around a 32 match here right now. This is another test. It's a great situation for Canada to be in. It would be better if we had a crowd. Keep smiling, keep laughing. And I tell you, it's a great test. Now Canada's got to make the man advantage work. Beautiful ball in. Estacio again. Get on the end of that one. All the way through. Again, nice ball. People need to be pumping the legs faster. Get on the end of it. You've got to read the play. Anticipate. Fernando Arcequita is going to get someone in. I'll tell you what, he's 33, but what he's done with Caracas in Venezuela, he's an up-and-coming coach. So he's 33, leading a nation. You just have to say he's a decent coach. So they've got a decent coach. It's a young squad as well. And there's quite a few players on this squad that haven't played for Venezuela yet. They may get the call today. So he's got a squad in front of him. Free kick coming up. Shouldn't be anything really. I tell you what. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? We got another red card. I looked at it. Waterman. Wow. Arbitro. Wow. Waterman. Watch the replay. Have we been, as they say, such a beautiful word in German, verarscht? Have we been taken for a ride? Have we been literally washed in public? Watch the replay. Well, we didn't handle that well, did we, referee? Watch the replay. 60 minutes in, 2 red cards in no time. Watch carefully. Joel Waterman saw it. And I tell you what, that should not, in my opinion, at that angle, should not be a red card. Waterman was on the money with that decision before the referee gives out that red card to Kone. That's 2 games back to back. Similar challenges. Remember Ali Ahmed, the last match, the foot halfway, the foot was to the body. Yeah. And he got raked here. The foot went past him and the other guy's holding this side when he went down. Okay. The referee got fooled there. This referee, I don't know so much if this is a red card at all. Tell me what you think. But for my money, again, I think Canada's been washed in public with another bad call. 10 on 10. And that's why Joel Waterman steps up to the referee and he's like, hey, no, never a red. So again, it's happened again. 2 matches back to back. Now, let's see who can use the ball better. There's a lot more open space. 9 players out on the field. Let's see who can use the ball now better 9 on 9. Again, this is another test for Canada. This is not your norm, but is a possibility. Should we get into competition? I see Schaffelberg and Chaunier lining up for Canada. That's a good thing. Ball players and speed up front. Creativity from Chaunier. Feisty speed. Goal-scoring prowess from Schaffelberg. Game's going to change, but hallelujah. He pulled that red immediately. Wowzer. 2 reds. Holy shamoly. Jayden Nelson coming out. I tell you what, he's been ineffective where he's been. And that's because he's in the wrong position. Schaffelberg coming in. Expect some fire. Explosions from Schaffelberg. Jayden did okay. No problem there. But holy shamoly, 10 on 10. Now we got a game. Loads of space. Tanny, see you later, buddy. Chaunier. Let's see what happens. Back into the chat. When is Ponzi coming back? Fonzie's coming back. He's in training with Bayern München absolutely right now. I think it was today he started full heavy training at Bayern München. So, hey, he's back in training. That's a good thing. When you're in training with what he's had, you're literally anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks away from back in the team. So let's see. And then because of people in form, and he hasn't played a long time, he's not going to walk back into that starting 11. So there's another thing. So 6 weeks, he could be back. So I think you'll see Fonzie in about 6 weeks' time at the outside. But for Canada, you'll see him in the new year. Suga now lets it go. Kick and rush style football now. We've got so much space on the field now. 9 players out on the field. You've also got your goalkeepers, obviously, but 9 players on the field, so a different kind of game. I would literally go 3-3-3. That's the tactic and the formation I'd use. I go 3-3-3, so I've got lines. You can support the play in forward line. You can support the play through the midfield and in defense. If you're trying to go the 4 system at the back or 3 system at the back and have a 4 in midfield, you only get 2 up front per se. So I go 3-3-3. I think if you work in the box and you move the box up and down the field as a box does, yes, you know how a box moves. You move that box up and down, all through, and you move as a box all the way up and down the field. 3-3-3, 3 lines of 3. And you can actually absolutely have the front line cave into 2 in front of the 3 for midfield as you're working through. So literally you'd have a 3-3-2-1, okay? That's how I would go with this. Then you've got full power up front and your back doors closed as well. Ball over the top now, coming to the left side, brings it down beautifully. Skill on the ball, top draw. Who suits this better? Does this suit Venezuela better than Canada? This 1 man less? It's a lot of space to open up. But the ball's moving sweetly now. We've got a very attack-minded match. It was attack-minded in phases. But now, thanks to the referee and his glorious wisdom, takes 2 people out of the match. One, I say for sure, was a red card, the slap in the face on Richie Larea. Definitely aggressive red card. Here goes Shuffleberg down the line. Gets it back, nearly got the second touch. Should be a Venezuelan throw. Is not, though. It's going to be a Canadian throw. Throw that ball. He's onside. Throw that ball. Throw that ball. What are you waiting for? Shuffleberg's got a ball on the field as well. Did you see that? Crazy, hey? Crazy. Free kick coming up. Should be a free kick against Richie. Throw the ball away, Richie, before you get carded, mate. Don't bait the referee. 66 minutes gone. 1-0 to Canada. 2 red cards. Who'd have thunk? Eh? 2 red cards? Who'd have thunk? Half time, did you think we was going to get 2 red cards in the second half in the space of 15 minutes? Did you really? Oh, you did? Oh, good on you. Ball down the line now, chasing it. He's got to be offside. He's got to be offside. He's got to be offside. Not given offside. Ball loose. And I tell you what, the linesman wasn't even close to being level with the back or the furthest defender. He was like 10 yards in front of the back line. So there's no way, no earthly way he could have called that offside. Anywho, 66 minutes gone. And Venezuela now on the edge of the box, moving the left side. Coming inside. Chips it off. Looking for the overlap. Gets the overlap. Ball in. Dangerous. And headed over the bar. Way to go, Mr. Waterman. Another guy over the last, I'd say, couple of years who's come big for Canada. Joel Waterman. You either like him or you don't. But he's always steady. I think the crowd's doing the wave, by the way. You see the wave? Look at him. It's coming around again. There you go. There's the wave. Ball coming in. Deep one. Beautiful corner. Headed into it. Oh, I tell you what. Big chance for Venezuela. Come on, yeah. Hold your face. Wow. That should have been a game tying goal there. Holy shamoly. Boom. He climbs well, gets it clean, just doesn't have the connection. Maxime now pushes the ball out. Canada tic-tac-toe all the way up to midfield. Foul coming up. No foul, says the referee. Shuffleberg holding his head. Is he one of those head clutches? We'll see in the replay. There was a funny article today, I forget which newspaper it was, about players that get hit in the back and they go down clutching their head. Visions of Rivaldo at the World Cup. Remember that time the ball hits him like close to the kneecap and he's holding his face. There you go. Now he goes down. He's hit on the shoulder. Not too much to say. Just a shoulder charge. Venezuela now. A little more active, looking to get things happening. 22 minutes to go. Can they get something? Why are the referees so bad in soccer, says Jeffrey Perrin. I tell you, mate, we live with them sometimes. We want to live with them, but we do, and we don't love them. And the last one was, well, I called him a few names. I lost my top when he did what he did. I didn't go on forever. I think I could have any problem with referees. Never did. But we've had a spate of strange calls. Ball tic-tac-toeing through the middle. Lovely play. Nice decision to make. And a terrible, terrible decision at the far end of play. Should have just put his boot on it and put it on net. Cross still coming in. It's still live. Edge of the box. He's got it. Does he take the shot? He takes the shot. Bang. Big block. Big clearance. Canada still 1-0 up. But I tell you, it could have been one apiece. Jonathan David now up on the right wing. Can't keep the ball, runs it out of play, and he has no physicality in him. I'd be bringing JD off if I was the coach right now. 20 minutes to go. You want to protect this win? Well, think about protecting the back door, because right now legs are getting long, the people are getting tired. Canada's not got an outlet in this, and I asked you a little while ago, who will this favor most? Will it favor Venezuela, or will it favor Canada? Because right now, Venezuela looks really comfortable in the match, more so than the rest of the match played so far. They're first of all, they're winning the one-on-ones, they're quicker with the passing, they're showing more intent. Free kick coming up, the yellow card coming up here, very unlucky, but it is. But they're now bossing the match, so Canada need to be aware that 1-1 is not so far away. Canada need to be very aware that Venezuela is getting into this match and are looking to get that tying goal. The 9-on-9 is going their way. Canada's made a few substitutions recently. Chaunier just recently gets booked. He's recently on. Schaffelberg's come on. He's had a few physical bounces too. Canada's in a match. Right now, Venezuela look like the team to get things done. And again, Jonathan David hasn't really been in the match. Alfie Jones, I'll tell you what, he's had a great game so far. Shot comes in way out of touch, way out of touch. Not even close. Not even worthy of a replay. Maxim Krupona has the ball, tells everybody to get forward. More changes coming up from Canada. Osorio and I believe Promise David are coming on. Aristeguieta, what are you going to do now? Fernando Aristeguieta, what are you going to do now? Changes for yourself? Your team is playing their hearts out at the moment. Just one little piece of luck and they'll be back into it. Canada chasing it right now. Venezuela in control, ball over the top. And I'll tell you what, he's not going to get there, but dangerous man, dangerous man. Chaunier, good for right now, good for this game. Able to put his foot on the ball, sway the play, dictate the play, take the sting out of the ball, slowing it right down. There you go, beautiful play. Nice insertion into the match. When the game gets a little chippy, tricky, you want someone on the ball that's nice and calm. Puts the ball into no pressure zones, all the way back to the keeper. Now he's going long. Tell you what, man down. Did the linesman see what happened? Schaffelberg now on the wing, passes the ball back. Canada now into a physical battle now, where it could get a little edgy. 2 red cards have gone through, 1 for either side. And Venezuela know that they can get under Canada's skin with the physical play. Likewise, Canada too. Canada playing a more straightforward match, though. But again, give Venezuela credit. Class act. 3 substitutions coming up for Canada right now. Bassong's coming in. Osorio's coming in. And Promise David's coming in as well. Decent choices. Decent choices. Again, Osorio brings that, what Chaunier's got you right now. Poise on the ball, takes the sting out of the game. Steven Eustáquio out on 73. He'll be quite happy with that. Tejon Buchanan coming out. He'd gone a little bit quiet in the last 10 or 15. So people losing power, legs are getting long. Decent time. But I think them substitutions could have come about 5 minutes ago. But again, I agree with the changes by Jesse Marsh. Nothing wrong there. 74 minutes gone. Going to go into the chat for a couple of seconds here, guys. DJ Knox, I don't like the rag on Latinos, but why must all our matches have Latino officials? I'm tired of it. I have the same opinion. I'd love a European to come across and do a couple of games, yeah? Yeah, after all, it's a friendly, yeah? And we don't seem to get the wrong rub of the dice, yeah? Or rub of the green, I should say. Roll of the dice. Lady luck, call it what you will. We always seem to meet... Well, I just called one a rude name from the last game ago, so I'm not going down that alleyway, but you know what I'm saying. We have become so weather-weary of crap, dishonest refereeing. Let's just give it that title, that we're used to it. We got used to it all through the years of being in the wilderness, remember? 2 red cards, and I tell you what, the game is still chippy. Maxime Crepeau's in there having a word. I don't know what he could be saying, but the referee seems to be quite content to listen. Man still down. Excuse me. He's got a knock on the side of the head there, Mr. Waterman. I think he's got a knock on the head by the left eye. Has he got a cut on the eye? We'll have to have another look at that, but strange proceedings at the moment. Absolutely strange. Angus McWhirter, sorry. Yes, Angus McWhirter. Panama scores 3-0 over El Salvador. Yeah, like you'd expect. Better days, better days, better days. Wasn't so good against the USA a little while back. Better days, better days. Panama's a top club, yeah. Let's face it. I enjoy what they do. This game can still go for a little explosions as we come into the last few minutes. I think that the last few minutes might be quite fiery. Keep yourselves to the end, seriously. But again, hand it to Venezuela. They got great ball play, but they just don't have a finish. Excuse me. They're like a glass jaw on a boxer. Can he get there now? Showing you. Can he win the ball? He wins the ball, but loses the ball. Muscled off the ball. Big tackle coming in. Wins the ball back. Goes to the right side. Takes the shot. Has a shot. And the keeper collects nice and easy. Costa Rica and Honduras are in the middle of a brawl. Potential red card. Gotta love it. Keepers updated. Graham Wright. Trigger happy refs? Yes. Unfortunately, their Shufflebird can't get that one. Just doesn't have the legs. Yarabamba, I need to say this, but from the three amigos, US, Canada, Mexico, Canada is playing at the worst. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Absolutely. So watch that to turn on its head next year. Ball over to the left side. Open play now. Venezuela in acres of space. Canada shifting the whole defensive line. The whole team, basically. Left to right. Matching out. Again, no space left. All is okay. Venezuela still on the outside. Just trying to pick that lock and get on the inside. Ball over the right side. He can't make it. The bounce beats him, unfortunately. Columbia 20, why Jesse Marsh doesn't call up players from the CPL to play for the Canadian national team? It's a great question. I don't want to break anybody's hearts. I cover CPL, and I got a lot of good friends in CPL. But very few of those players, in my opinion, are good enough for a national team call-up. And I say this bluntly and honestly, and I love them. That's why you're playing in the CPL. That's why you're not playing in the MLS. That's why you're not playing, per se, in the Scottish Premiership or maybe the Championship in England, maybe Liga 1, maybe Serie A in Italy, maybe La Liga, lower end. That quality is the reason. like I say, I love the CPL and what it gives, and it's a great place to bring your first trade and then work from there to a big league. But it's just not the same quality. Just to be kind. Just to be kind. Got another man down one more time. Maybe cramp, maybe an injury. Referee's waiting for the trainers to come on. Looks like a stretcher job. He's saying substitution. They're beckoning the substitution. So we've got substitutions on the line already ready. Aristoquita making 2 more changes, or Aristoquita making 2 more changes. Seeing a lot of tired people out there. Remember, it's in Florida. It's going to be warm. They're sweating their butts off. Some may like it, some may not. Jeffrey Perrin, we need to see more from Promise David. I agree with that. That's a hamstring. Number 14 is going off with a hamstring. Guaranteeing you right now. He ain't moving that leg too much, is he now? Yeah, so poor guy. Bad times for him. Need to see more from Promise David from Jeffrey Perrin. I got to agree, man. Got to agree. Why he doesn't play him for this match ahead of Tani? Look, you know what Tani's all about. You saw exactly what Tani Uluwesi is all about tonight. You've seen it too many times. There's no production. Ball going out of line. Heavy touch, bad touch, out of play. But I'd have started him right from the start. Absolutely. Promise David should have been in this one from the start. He offers more than Tani Uluwesi. Tani can't read the play. Promise David can. Tani is not as literally active or mobile as Promise David on the ground. Physically, Promise David is a better player. So I just don't understand why he's sticking to Tani, because to me, is he trying to build that partnership that Kyle Larin used to have with Jonathan David? Well, you can't think about that. You got to go with form. That's how national teams work. It's not club football. It's national football. Ball coming to the right side, well taken down. No time on the ball. Canada pressing, hunting in packs, winning the ball back. Angus McWhirter, Jamaica and Curaçao are also brawling, and it's 0-0. Maybe there's something in the weather, mate. Is it raining? Yarabamba, the final of the CPL was watched around the world. It was indeed. It was indeed. It was indeed. I had great numbers for that one. Wow. It was a great match. It really was in many ways. Header on net, nice collection. Maxime Croupeau goes down. 8 minutes to go. Hasn't been proven so hard so far. But Ramirez, who scored in the last game, and he's a handful. Number 21. Keep your eyes on number 21. He's physically a handful. He's got great accuracy on net. He's got a great shot when it goes. We're onside. Ball into the middle, first time. Open play. Take a touch. Put it away. Well done. That's how you do it. Tani couldn't read the play to save his bloody life. Promise David is on how many seconds? And it's 2-0. 2-0. Hey, can you call it any better than that, guys? Hey, well done to all of us. Promise David, yeah, man. Absolutely beautiful. He takes the touch, as I'm asking. He takes that touch and slides it away in one swift move. That's simple to do. Ball through the top. One on the top. We're onside. Tani's keeping pace. He's onside. That ball can't be stopped. Takes the touch, slides it in. Beautiful goal. What a finish. I tell you. Absolutely brilliant. Into the chat. Is Herbert Chapman the best Arsenal coach, or is it Arsene Wenger? Well, I have to say Herbert Chapman. I have to say Herbert. I don't know. I don't like Arsenal. No, I'm joking. I think Herbert Chapman gets it for me for history's sake, but Arsene was an absolute monstrous coach. You're talking about Mr. Perfect? Yeah? So it's hard to literally not acknowledge that. That was something that probably never will happen again. But yeah, that's one of those miracle things like Wrexham's back-to-back-to-back promotions, 3 promotions in 3 years. And it's not impossible to think that they couldn't do it for 4 years. I'm not saying they're going to, but I'm saying it's not impossible. 7 minutes to go, but hey, boom, 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 boom. Into the chat. Columbia 20. I love that one. Is Herbert Chapman the best Arsenal coach or Arsene Wenger? You heard what I said, but lovely question. Yarabamba. Jesse Marsh, he run out of ideas. He has, but I mean, great ideas with the last 2 subs. And Promise David makes him look like a bloody genius right now in coaching terms. The impact player. I've always talked about impact players, and that is what you call an impact player. Just look at Promise David's game. He's open. He's calling for the ball. Tic-tac-toe it. Get it back. Far post, far post, far post, far post. He's looking for it. He's open. Keep looking on Promise David, fighting for space. Keep looking on Promise David. Keep watching him. Don't watch the ball until we get the cross and we'll lose it. But keep watching David. Promise David. He's doing everything you do as a striker to get ready to get the ball. Tic-tac-toeing. Here we go. Going wide. Going wide again. Taking far too long on the ball, Saliba. Get your ass moving. It's not a Sunday stroll. Should be a free kick coming up. Yes, indeed. Saliba fails the play there by taking too long. Don't dwell on the ball. Into the chat. Final was watched all around the world, and it was indeed. Jeffrey Perrin, yay, 2-0 Canada. Absolutely, mate, absolutely. DJ Knox, would 1 in 10 Tanny score in that opportunity? No way. Tanny would have messed that up. You know he would. He would not have read the play. He would not be ready to take the play, and he wouldn't have been running into the open space. He'd have been dragging behind the defender to try and stay on the line with the defender. He wouldn't have been reading the play, and he wouldn't have been anticipating the ball coming across. For me, that was a logical play, and that's what you do with the wing play. And as a forward, you drift off and you get open. And Promise David made that happen by reading the play, staying open, not getting sucked in by a defender, not sucking defenders to him, but going into the open play and staying ahead of the play. And knowing that that ball coming in was whipping in and there was a defender that was going to possibly get a leg to it. And he even timed that too to be on time to get the ball as it comes past the defender. He takes the touch. You heard me say take a touch and slides it in. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And no, Tanny would have blew it and he wouldn't have even been there. And I'm sick and tired of him being on the team, not being in position. At least Kyle Larin knows where to be. Just saying. I've watched this team for 30-odd years, guys. I didn't just wake up today and make an idea of what they play like. I know this nation. You know me. Back in the day, I tell you, a lot of people like to just talk. If you're going to commentate it. Know what you're talking about. Canada now on the ball in open space, trying to play it down the line. Do so. Shufflebird gets it, still in play. Coming off, wins the throw-in. 3 minutes to go plus added time. Jesse's looking quite happy. Yarabamba, unbelievable the progress of Canadian soccer. Now a powerhouse in CONCACAF and even better than some South American teams. Yes, indeed. Like 26 in the world affords us that. But can you remember in 2014 when Canada was 122nd in the world? It's not that long ago when we were garbage. And I say that with a smile on my face because we're not garbage anymore. But yeah. We're a powerhouse in CONCACAF, and it feels good. It does. It feels good. And come the World Cup, there's that muscle man. I tell you what, he's going to fire for the net. Number 21, Ramirez. Oh, there's another card coming out, and he's got you suckered. Referee's going to come in. Now, who took him out? It's a yellow card first. Just a yellow card. Joel gets suckered in there with a yellow. Good to stay away. Told you number 21's going to be a handful. Good on the ball, knows the game. Ramirez. He can do the damage and has done the damage, and he's only on his 3rd match for the nation. So, watch this. He knows what to do. You touch me, I'm going down as if you shot me. Yeah. And I'm going to literally hold that chest as if I've got broken ribs. You betcha, baby. That's what it's all about. Joel getting the card, the yellow. Thankfully, the ref didn't pull the red. Man, oh man, you know what that's like. And we're talking about referees. Yeah, and we are talking about referees tonight, guys. We really are. Yes. Columbia 20, who do you think is the best player to ever play for Manchester United? Some say Eric Cantona. Shuffleberg now chips the ball over. It's not going to get there. It's not going to get there. Well defended, ushered out, cleared by Venezuela on the edge of their box now. Well shielded the ball. Canada now winning it back, and it's a throw into Venezuela. Best player ever to play Man United? Well, really, Duncan Edwards is a name you probably don't know. But Duncan Edwards, by many, was regarded as one of the best players ever to play for Man United. So Duncan Edwards, do some history on that. Duncan Edwards, Man United. Easy spelling, Duncan and Edwards. And if you don't go with them ones, well, you got two players to think about, Bobby Charlton and maybe George Best. And Charlton was a great player for sure. Won the World Cup with England, yada, yada. But because I'm a Celt, I loved the way George Best played. That's all I'm saying. 3 minutes of added time. Fantastic question, man. Fantastic question. Jeffrey Perrin, harsh reality, but I love it. It is 100% right about Promise David. Boom. There you go. There you go. Move away, Promise. Come on, son. You know you're going to get slapped with a yellow one. Gelba. Cello. Yellow. Keep it clean. Don't be mean. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Canada's got a lovely 2-0. And I tell you what, in world rankings, this will help us. Nice piece of skill by the coach. Did you see the flick by Fernando Aristeguieta? Gets the ball back in play. Supremo. Headed on by Shuffleberg. Goes down. Promise David. Uses the body. Does well. Bounces past him. Loses possession. But he's not doing what Tani did, which was nothing at all. Big chuckle coming up. Nicely won. Watch for the danger. Down the line. Going down the line. Nowhere else to go. Well hustled. And a free kick. Well done. Chaunier taking the dive. Winning the free kick. Is he South American? Is he Latino? No bueno, senor. Yes, Promise got away with a bit of an elbow there. Could have been seen as something else, but yes. Coming back at you. Chaunier winning the free kick. Reading the play. And getting it. Seamus O'Leary. Seamus, how you doing, fella? Nice to see you. Seamus is in the house. Did you see the Republic of Ireland? Just a question. Ball over the top. Coming down right side. Flicked on. Promise David gets there. Shuffleberg uses the body. That's not a foul, man. But it's called a foul. He made it back. But really wasn't going in to make that foul. But as it is, referee says foul. Minute to go. It's Hail Mary time. It's the fumes of the game. Venezuela on fumes right now. Give them credit. They played a great match. Trying to get into it. But it's all for nothing after 90 minutes. And 2-0, predicted at the start of the match, is coming off. 1-0 would have been great, I said. But 2-0 is what we're looking for. Some of you in the chat have also said 2-0 tonight. We didn't expect 2 red cards. That's a fact. And for the shocking red cards we've seen in the last couple of games, guys, in Canada, it's good for the soul. Remember that. It's good for the soul. We've had to play tough football, tough soccer. Ball through the middle. He's onside. Take the shot, son. What a great save. Headed in. Oh, off the bar. Shot coming in. Wow. Talk about action to finish off the match. Great shot. Ramirez gets the shots in. Maxime Croupeau, massive save. Shot rained back in. Holy shamoly. Talk about way to kill the game. That's entertainment for you. Reminds me of a great song from the 80s by the band The Jam. That's entertainment. That's entertainment. Wow. There you go. Game over. 90 minutes plus 3. We've won it. 2-0 on the road. We're in the post-game. Bring what you want, guys. We're here for 15. Post-game done. Aristeguieta, the coach of Venezuela, gives Jesse Marsh a hug. I got to say, before we go into this, regardless of the 2 red cards that put both teams down to 10 men, Venezuela showed some absolute class after the red card on Venezuela. There was a foul against Richie Larrea, Chippy Ricky. They showed so much class in keeping this fair, square, and a wonderful game, and they showed their real national class of who they are as a people. So disciplined and so well behaved. They were giving everything for that nation. But I got to tell you, they really did slow down the play all night long. Defensively, they were great. They didn't bring the game they brought against Australia, but they gave us a few problems, and a few problems it was indeed. Game gets underway. Kone gets the goal on 23. Beautiful finish via a deflection. The keeper can do nothing. Watch your highlights after this one. Get in the chat. Tell me what you're thinking. We've got another 12 minutes to go. We're literally 1-0 up, looking good. Then the red cards come along. One for Venezuela, and then shockingly, shortly thereafter, one for Canada as well. And I tell you, Kone sees red, whereby I don't think he really should do, whereby I don't think Ali Ahmed should have had the red card in the last game. And both are very similar situations. Get on your highlight reels and find out those red card highlights, because when you look at both of them, they are so similar. It's so crazily funny, ironically, to see a red card given for the same fouls. Blame the ref? Or do you blame having a raised leg? I don't know. A foul's a foul, don't you think? But these weren't your categorical fouls. Anywho, goes on. Venezuela pumping through the second half, owning the second half, and give them credit. They tried. Through the kitchen sink and everything else. Even the referee was looking to help them along at times, but they couldn't break the Canadian defense. And right at the end, Ramirez, after Canada go 2-0 up, right at the end, Ramirez nearly gets that goal right at the end for Venezuela, but Maxime Croupeau comes up with a magic save, and the rebound gets blazed over. But again, every man to a man, both teams played their hearts out. The referee did what he did. We were down to 10. It finishes 2-0. Both teams had chances, more so Canada, but the possession in the second half was Venezuela. Possession in the first half, definitely Canada. But on the face of it, 2-0, fair reflection of the match. The only reason why it's not 2-2 is simply they waited far too long to bring on Ramirez, 21, that can do the damage. He's only got 3 games in for the national team, but they waited far too long for him to come in. He should have started. He scored in the last match. He's hot. And Aristiqueta, the coach, is only 33, interim, and he's the coach from Caracas in Venezuelan top league, doing a great job, sitting 8th in the league. He did what he could, but at the end of the day, quality. When Kone put the ball away, he took a touch, and he had the presence of mind to take a split second with that touch to find the connection in front of net, not blazing it over with a one-timer. He took touch. That takes balls. That's brave. And he's a young guy. He's rode so many little moments of adversity recently, it would break the average young guy. It didn't break him. He scores taking his time. Absolutely wonderful. Second goal of the match. Got to say, Tani Aliosei did nothing all night. Promise David comes on, and within seconds, literally, that's how it feels, knows how to read the play, knows how to get open, reads the cross coming in, takes a touch, as I called for in the play, as you heard me say, take a touch. He took a touch and then slides it beautifully, slide rule under the keeper like an ace. And it's 2-0 done and dusted. The insurance marker was what we needed. And aside from the 2 red cards, it wasn't the best match, was it? Really wasn't the best match. But the result, that helps us. Moving forward, 2-0 over Venezuela. Go back over a few matches, and I'll tell you what, that's a good result. I can tell you now, Argentina recently beat Venezuela 1-0. Take that to the bank. On the night, 2-0 to Canada. Great result. Another run out for a lot of guys. Did we learn any lessons? Yeah, we learned a lesson. Tani needs to be on the bench. Promise David needs to start the next match. That's the first thing we learned. Schaffelberg came in, had a hand in a few things. Jaden Nelson didn't have his best night. But Alfie Jones, on his debut night, came up with some great interceptions. The way he read the play at the back and kept things safe. The steel tackling. The accurate, solid passing and the overall vision and reading of the game, that's the guy that I think you may well see a lot more of moving forward. He's razor sharp, game sharp, and he has ability. Or in other words, he's quality. It was great from him tonight. It really was. It really was. I could go on about a lot of other things. Maxime Croupeau gets another shot out wearing the national badge. It doesn't surprise you anymore, does it? But he had to make one lightning save off Ramirez on 21, number 21, right at the death, that looked like it was going in, and he comes up with a brilliant save and pushes the rebound into no man's land, away from the goal, and the rebound goes over. Great performance by many guys. You could go all through the team. But again, building for the future, this is a positive to finish this window, moving into 2026, and there's only 207 days to go till that World Cup kicks off for us. 206 days. If you're talking about Mexico, El Tri, yeah, Azteca Stadium. Not long to go. We do not have a lot of time to prepare for this World Cup. I'm telling you now, it will be on your doorstep. You'll be watching the World Cup and Canada sooner than you know. It's going to come around so bloody quick. You won't believe it. And when it's here, it's not going to fly by. 48 teams, the biggest World Cup ever, 39 days. You're normally done and dusted in less than a month. Longest World Cup ever, most teams ever, into a group where we got the best chance ever of getting out of the group and then marching in at 32. Future tastes really good. And us older folk, older fans, the senior crew, remember this junior crowd. We didn't have this 20 years ago, not even 10 years ago. And 2014, Canada, right? We were still in the 120s in FIFA rankings. Look at us now, baby. Look at us now. Things are good. Things are good. What I've seen over the last 4 matches, the October window, the November window, Jesse Marsh has gone through a few moments of adversity. I think he's done a very good job. I really do. I think when you look at the teams we played in the last 4 matches, we played some quality. And we were not expected to score many goals when you talk about the likes of Ecuador and Colombia. You don't score goals against them much. Maybe you get the one, but you better keep the back door closed. You know what I'm saying? So look at what Jesse's done. We may not have agreed with some of the situations where, per se, Tani Aliwasi is starting and little things like that. But overall, I think Jesse's doing a magic job. And coming into this one, 4 games ago, his percentage record was 49% as a coach for Canada. It's now down to 43%. This result will push it back up a little bit more. But in general, I'm saying Jesse's doing a great job. As a nation, we're in great position. I'm going into the chat. You tell me what you're thinking, guys. I'm going to be telling it all to you. Now, last talked about who was the best player for Man United, and that was talking to Columbia 20. I said Duncan Edwards, look him up. And Columbia 20 says, I looked up Duncan Edwards. He played for the Busby Babes. He did indeed. He did indeed. Absolutely. The Busby Babes. Well done, my friend. Yarabamba, do you think Canadian hockey fighting is transported to Canadian soccer? You know what? If it did, going by the way Canadians fight, I think we'd probably finish with maybe the game being abandoned because they'd probably send us like off. You can't have less than 7, right? So I think we'd be in trouble. I think we would. But if we wanted the action, like just a funny, when hockey was introduced into Northern Ireland in a professional way, the one thing that the fans out there said they loved the most was the fighting. Imagine why. Irish. Punches to the head. Kicks to the face. They like it. Yeah, it makes sense. It does. Yes, absolutely. 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 Jeffrey Perrin, any news on what the next game will be for Canada? Not as yet. Not as yet. But as soon as I do, I'll let you know for sure. As soon as I know, I'll announce the watch along straight away. Columbia 20, I wonder who is the best team Busby Babes faced. Sorry. I wonder who is the best team, Busby Babes or the class of 92. I'll say categorically, without even thinking about it, Busby Babes. Hands down, they would have whooped the 92 team. Whooped them. That Busby Babes team was something special. Yeah. And you got to think the plane crash and all the things that went wrong for that absolute team of genius. Oh, I tell you, they would have been the Real Madrid of the 60s and the late 50s if they hadn't not had the chance to play forever. God rest their souls. I tell you. DJ Knox, no news. Jeffrey Perrin, I think that the first time I have seen 2 red cards in a game. I've seen it before, but slap in the face on Richie, yeah, definitely red card there. Stupid red card. But the second one, I don't know, I want to see that from the other side. I'll get another picture and I'll make my mind up. Referee's only got a second to do it, and he thinks he's got the right call. I don't know so much. Jeffrey Perrin, good on you, Kone. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's not that kind of player, is he? So he's not going to deliberately go out and foul somebody. So I don't know. I think it was very, very harsh on him, to tell you the truth. Give me a second here, guys. I'm just moving some stuff around. There we go. Oops, a daisy. Oops, a daisy. There's a word. Oops, a daisy. I hope you're laughing like I am, because that's quite funny. Oops, a daisy. Oops, a daisy. There you go. I tell you. Maxime Croupeau, little news on him. That's 32 matches now for Maxime. And Dane St. Clair, if you wanted to know, that's 18. So Dane is backing up Maxime, but recently the rotation of the keepers, I like it. I'm going to say this, guys. Have a smashing night, a great day. Get ready for the next national game. Get ready for the weekend, because I'm doing a Wrexham game away at Ipswich Town, who just got relegated from the Premier League last season. They're in the Championship, but we're going to do that match on the weekend. Get ready for that, many more. Remember, all the games coming up for Canada, I do all of those as well, and will continue to do so. And I'll continue to do so in this fashion, with you watching, you guys in the chat, making all the brilliant comments, and you have done. I'll post the post game, and I'll literally post everybody's chat messages in there too, and you'll see yourselves as we flow through. So literally enjoy your rest of your night. Canada's got a great win. 2 red cards. You don't see that every day. We've seen some interesting football and interesting red cards in the last 2 matches. And when you go back to Guatemala with Schaffelberg, well, we've seen 3 red cards recently in a few matches for Canada, which is quite a worrying trend. Is that through coaching? Is that through Jesse March motivating the guys maybe to be a little too physical, perhaps? I don't know. But there's something to think about as we close this one down, is that Canada has had 3 red cards in short time. That's something that we haven't had in a long time, and that's not normally traditional with this national team. I got to tell you, picking up one of these and finishing with one of these, that's not what Canada normally does. And Kone, like I say, I have to say, he is riding through a lot of adversity, and he's still strong. I hope and pray for him tonight. Stay strong as inside himself, with his psyche, with his confidence, with his self-esteem, because some young guys sometimes can get a kick in the balls and it doesn't go away and it stays with them, and then they start to worry and it becomes an epidemic within themselves, and the form literally goes sideways and suffers for thinking too much. That's what I'm saying. Like and subscribe, guys. Get in here, like you say. And remember one thing, hit all notifications. That's what I'm saying as well. Literally. But hey, thanks very much, Jeffrey Perrin, for the good stream, bud. Thank you very much, Yarabamba. Likes, guys. Yarabamba says, likes, guys. Nice to see some goals, says Jeffrey Perrin. Yarabamba finishes this one with, this fella is awesome, reacting to Canadian games. Thank you, fella. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm looking at a few of the stats, and I'll just tell you this. Look in the post-game for your show, for your names, what you said, and how this went down. But at the end of the day, Canada wins a great game, goes through adversity, but it's a great test for the future on how we now march to the 2026 World Cup. Last man in, Angus McWhirter. Thank you. Just got off the phone with my son. Have a good one. Angus. Have a good one, everybody in the chat. Have a good one, everybody watching. Have a good one, everybody. Venezuela, mi amigos, mi amigo, and everybody in Canada. Next game coming up. Don't miss it.